Hello, I'm Tina LeBaron, and today we're going to make a quick Halloween graphic in After Effects. Let's start a new project. We want to go to New Composition. We're going to name this Halloween, and we want the HD 1920 by 1080 at 29.97 frames per second, full resolution, and your duration should be 10 seconds. Know this last option is frames, so make sure you put 10 seconds. Once we do this, we want to make a shape layer by going to Layer, New, and Shape Layer. If you hold the button down here, these are your shape tools. I want to start with an ellipse. I can click and drag, and I'm going to make a skull shape. If I don't get that centered, I can move it, and I can change the colors up here. So I want to fill color, and I don't want to stroke. The way I can turn that off is hit Alt on my keyboard and click to cycle through those options until I get the slash. I want a rounded rectangle tool so I can put a little skull bottom on it, and then going back to my ellipse tool and draw an eye, then draw another eye, changing those fill colors to black. If it's not quite the size you want, you can always select it and change that scale and location with your selection tool. If you click off it, you just have to double click on to get it back in an editable mode. Close the contents and open up Transform. This is how we do our animation. We want to animate the position and the scale, so click both of those options at frame 0 on your time slider. Go up to 20, and then you don't want to click these again, that will erase your animation. So instead, add or remove keyframe to add that new keyframe. We're going to scale this down. I have it at 52%, and I want to click on my Y-axis and drag my position up. I want to write by selecting the text and write Happy Halloween. Select that, change your text in the Properties panel, either by looking through the list or typing the word of the font you want. And I used Elephant Regular. I can click my fill color, leave the stroke, and then paragraph, let's center that. First, I want to drag it to the bottom part of the screen, and then I can click my Align menu and hit Align horizontally. I want to hide this behind a box. Go to that Layer, New, Shape Layer, click to get my rectangle tool again, and then draw a black box over that. I want to move the position so that it just covers my text. As soon as that skull starts moving, so at about 2, I want to change it so instead of animating my shape layer, I'm going to animate my Happy Halloween text. Go to your same transform settings, and this time we're just doing position. Go to frame 3, click my Y, and raise that up by dragging to the left. Now we want to add an effect on this to make it look a little spookier. So let's go to Glow in our effects and presets, and we can drag glow onto the text Happy Halloween. Now I have this effects area here. If I hit the carrots, I can find an option for glow radius and hit the stopwatch to animate that. At 4 seconds, I want to click that and drag it to around maybe 70 or 80. To go to 4:15, drag that back down to 0, go to 5, and drag it up. I'll end it around maybe 60, 65. And I could keep dragging this, but if I want this same pattern to repeat, I can right-click on Glow Radius, go to Edit Expression, and I want to add something called a Loop Out. And if you just type Loop, you'll find it here. Click, it will continue to go even after the keyframes end. Then to export, you can do File, Export. If you prefer Media Encoder, you can use Media Encoder or go to Add to Render Queue. On our output module, we have H.264 selected. To our output, we go Halloween Glow Intro. I hit save, but it hasn't exported yet. Hit Render. That will render out my whole animation. And there we go. Congratulations, your title is done and exported.